Good morning, everybody. How are you doing on this fine Tuesday? So today, we have a brand new pack here on Master Duel, and I spent a couple minutes looking over it, and I wanted to share some of the news of what has come to Master Duel. So, this is the new pack. It is the what they end up calling this Invincible Raid, and this deck, in the decks that have gotten a bit of a boost here are you have the B Trooper archetype got its new support, which is effectively a insect spam type of deck, which is very very interesting and cool. You have some of its boss monsters that came out and newer things. The big fusion is widely considered to be kind of a big bungus and not the best payoff, especially considering you've used 4 insect monsters. But, you know, 4K beater, unaffected by their card's effects until the end of your next turn, which it's a bummer, it's not permanently. And at the end of your battle phase, you can target 1 insect monster with 3K or less attacking. You're supposed to summon it. If anything, it's an extender. You have Guardian Chimera here, which is it's like another generic monster that's pretty cool and strong. And then you have one of the 2 archetypes that are in the set that are new in the set that I think is really interesting, which you have the Dinomorphia, which are a futuristic dinosaur kind of Digimon. The Digimon series where like they fuse with their Digimon partners, kind of thing, where they have like really interesting and powerful effects themselves, and then they do other things if you have 2,000 or less life points. So, in theory, you have really powerful, monsters and fusion spells and things like that going on. It's primarily fusion based and with some light swarming, and then once you get into that crit point, all of their secondary effects turn on, and then your opponent has an even harder time knocking you out. Although, things like Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning, Solemn Strike, like all the Solemns. This is also a trap heavy deck, so those decks fit right in and could be a lot of fun for you if that's something you find interesting. The other thing that I don't even think these are actually in the I think these cards are also new. We do have like a couple Crystal Beast supports, Crystal Rainbow Beast Rainbow Dragon. It's basically good stuff for the Crystal Beast archetype. Very very good. Happy to see it. We also have the Ogadaic. It's not. I can't remember what they were called. What they were initially translated and called in the OCG, but this is what they're called: Ogadaic, Ogdoadic. I don't know. Point is that they are unfortunately the best reptile archetype we have yet, with the most updated effects. I was actually thinking about pairing these cards with Snake Rain and some of the other cards in this set, to make maybe a link spam deck using reptiles. That's more budget friendly, at least for the main deck. I think that'd be fun and interesting to give a shot, and I think it'd be pretty cool. We do have some reprints. We have we have Valkyrian, we have Odin. Because we got some of the new Nordic support. We got Gulatin Burst or whatever. We got a couple other things. Back to the Dinomorphia stuff for a second. This is, I think, their primary fusion mechanic. During the main phase, you pay half your life points fusion summon 1 Dinomorphia fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand, deck, or field as material. When your opponent activates a card or effect, while your life points are 2,000 or less, you can banish Scarf Fingers. You can no damage from your opponent's card effects for this turn. Because that is very important, because you're trying to get to below 2k life points as soon as possible, so you can activate your more powerful effects. But that leaves you really wide open to even like one overly powerful attack, or fucking Trick Stars. Trick Stars would eat through this this deck like it's nobody's business. Meanwhile, the primary fusion monster, like the poster child of the archetype in the main waifu, basically allows you to pay half your life points, banish a Dynamorphia normal spell trap from your graveyard, and its effect becomes that trap's effect when the card is activated. Also it also floats into a level 4 Dynamorphia after if it gets destroyed, which is cool. And we love to see. And all of their main deck monsters, help out with its play style. The Dynamorphia Thierza sets a Dynamorphia's trap directly from the deck. And if you thankfully the base level monsters don't require your life points to be 2,000 or less. It's a little extra flavor. Like the most important effects aren't required, and it also allows them to float in different ways, which is pretty interesting nonetheless. It is a very trap focused deck, so keep that in mind. We have some DDD support. Love to see it. That's all perfectly well and good. Although I think DDD has enough tools that anything new really isn't super duper important. And we have broadly speaking, this is I think the thing I'm most excited about is the new reptile deck, because I kind of want to fuck around with Snake Raid and see what I can do with it. But that's just me. I'm scrolling down into the normals. I haven't really been down here yet. I see some more Nordics. I see the rest of the because again, part of the reason why I say, hey, let's give this reptile archetype, the Ogdaic cards, a shot, is because they only have one card that is a super rare, and frankly, reading this, if this card's in your graveyard, you have 2 monsters on this card. If your opponent has a card to their hand, you can send 1 random card from their hand to the graveyard. Powerful, but I don't know if that's a 3 of in your deck. If a monster your opponent controls is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 lighter dark reptile monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. All right, so it's basically you only really need 1 of these in your deck. So, and most of them are rare or lower, which I know all of us are drowning in normal and rare gems. So, a lot of really, really interesting cards, a lot of really, really interesting sets. A lot of these are just reprints, Kepler, Galei, Epsilon. I don't think this was out yet. If this card is normal such summon, you can this card monster. Interesting. So that's why Valkyrian was in the set. We got some Magnet Warrior support. We love to see it. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for watching. I apologize for that little visual bug there. I am not going to be redoing this video because I don't want to. But thank you so very much for watching. A big thanks for you sitting through the end of the video, and a colossal thanks to the patrons you see on the screen before you right now. They support the show for as little as $1 a month, and I'm thankful to them, but I'm also just, if not more so, thankful to you for watching. Like the video if you liked it, disliked it if you don't like it, and maybe drop a subscribe either way if you want to see more. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and let's have the illustrious beats of Villainous Styles take us out.